Hey everybody, my name's TecToss and this is Let's Play Old World. We did establish our capital. We are 3 turns away from getting a settler. We currently can't rush them because we are not developed enough. But that's coming along. We got a bit of a bonus on development with our starting family. We found a nice spot to settle on, and we met some Carthaginians, which I found some barbarians over there, who are blocking a city location. So I probably want to get going over there, actually. Can we... Do you have your general already? So we can promote you now. Some focus, some guard, some extra combat, I think is nice. Is that gonna do anything else for us? Hang on. Can we... Let's try. Can we move and then promote? We can. So let's do that. Oh, there's a ruin there that I completely ignored. That's nice. Some of you probably already knocked their monitor over. So we're gonna go with combat. We don't need a guard here. The focus is gonna be the initiative. Not really. Besieger. Meh. Combat is nice. And there we go. And that's our first warrior there, because we need to get city sites cleared out as much as possible. And we do have orders in excess, so why not make use of them? Ooh, a marriage offer. Hello there. A delegation from Carthage arrives with a marriage proposal for your queen. Headship suit the founder. We should consider it carefully. Bomilcar the Judge. He's bold, he's humble, he has a pretty well-rounded set of stats. Or we get Gisco the Gracious. He's a bit older. He's a schemer, he's cowardly, bitter. That's pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, we do want more children, as they could serve us as generals and just in general help the, I don't know, it wasn't that funny, guys, I'm sorry, just, it's late. Anyway, they could help us in general. So, yeah, we want a husband, and this guy seems a very, very good option. Lovely beard, nice tan, I mean, come on. Bomilcar is suspicious monkey. Of course you're gonna be, Our double court monkey appears to harbor a grudge against the heir, Princess Neferure. Servants swear that they have caught him shooting Princess Neferure murderous glances. What the? Perhaps we could capitalize on it. Ignore him and it will cease. Train him to assassinate the heir. Please? What? Becomes monkey assassin. That still doesn't tell us what that is. But we don't want to kill our daughter. We just... What? We don't want to ignore him, though. I think we'll finally... We took it... I mean, that makes sense for me. We took it from our daughter. And it's like, we're gonna watch it. You know, you go focus on your studies. And then when she forgot all about it, because she's very young still. She's 15 now. The monkey escaped. Who saw him? I didn't see him. Whoops. Did I click something? Hey, where's the monkey? Oh, no. I'm so sorry. We'll buy you a cat. So, hey. Time passes quickly. Duke Tutmosis. I know we're playing a terrible mother, but hey. It's a game. You got the free choice. Duke Tutmosis is growing up fast and eager to learn. How would you like to educate him? Well, we could study rhetorics. But I think he's very young. We don't yet have anybody to lead our armies. That is actually our blood. So he will study tactics. I hope that won't come back to haunt us, because he still hates us. Wait until he finds a monkey. Anyway, so the scout has orders again. We have 10 orders, so we can move the scout around, but then we need to... Actually, I think development is more important. So we will actually... get that. How long for this? 3 years. What will he bring us? Extra growth, extra science, extra growth, and special growth on these tiles here. So we'll have a super growth city here that can churn out workers and militia. Very interesting. We don't have to make the decision yet, but workers are more important. So, we do need resources. We're currently losing some iron, but it's not that big of a deal. We have enough food already. We could build a quarry, but I don't want to build it here. We're gonna move one step, so now we see all the... We got the Oracle. Gives us extra tech cards. A free agent in holy cities, and urban improvements. VP... not really. What do we have here? Alright, we don't have anything here. You can, by the way, undo turns, which with this order system is very, very important that you can do that. So I think we're gonna just go for boring resource gathering, and that's gonna be a quarry. We have a few locations that I would like to put them on. You need to put them next to mountains for them to operate properly. Sadly, here we're gonna have our farming. That would be lovely for quarries. But I don't think we have time to muck about with building them and then tearing them down again and building farms in their stead. So we're gonna build a quarry over here. And now we're appearing to be swimming in it in terms of... Oh, but that's also river tiles. Yeah, but that's okay. In terms of stone, but trust me, we will need it. Okay, so the next important thing, since we don't have the settler yet, is to move the scout around and find out what our surroundings are. Natural history. Upon hearing of Ilisos River, your court scientist, Peppy the Scientist... Oh man, that sounds like it should be a cartoon. Peppy the Scientist is unable to rest. He comes to you one morning, and yes, I'm aware that was Popeye, blurry-eyed and excitably fidgeting. He's asking for funding to travel and write about the newly discovered natural wonder. Will you fund... Oh, darn it. We'll need 250. Hang on. We're gonna fund this guy, because we desperately need extra science output. And yeah, he should fund this himself. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. Hang on. So we do have the option to sell stuff. 250 it said, right? So we need 100. So oof, we would need to sell 50 stone. We could sell a bit of food. So let's start with that. Let's sell like this. And then we need to sell 30 stone. I think that is reasonable, given that we're currently building a quarry. And then we can fund this. Give him the money. Awesome! And that prompts us having a new tech choice. Okay, now let's keep scouting here. I think we want to come around here. We don't want to venture too far. I was tempted to go there because we cost less orders. But we want to make the trip. Gift exchange. A warlord of the Thracians presents himself at court. He says his people traditionally cement goodwill with a newly met tribe by sharing the bounty of their next hunt in exchange for gift. Wood. Perhaps this metal will be of use. Ugh, that both severely sucks. We do have a bit of a metal stockpile, but we're currently losing it. But I think it's more... I want to be the one giving the food. I mean, we can build back food. We have this here as a rich food region. Don't care about food. But of course. Wood is a very hard to get resource early on, because we need a tech for that. So we're going to give him the metal. We can already build mines. And we can certainly not afford to be at war with these guys yet. Thracians are much stronger than we are. So, there we go. Alright, you can move one more tile. Yeah, we'll move you in here in this little region there. Hopefully we can find a city spot down there that is not guarded by the Romans or some other ridiculously strong faction. Do we need orders anymore? No, we don't. So we'll move this guy along a little bit here. Okay, pick a research. We could go with the barracks, which would help us out producing units faster. Pasture or shrine? 4 years, 3 years. Let's see. Husbandry is going to give us the chariot soon. We just need horses for it, and I think we have horses. Here are horses. And here are no horses. But we have them here. So I'm going to take that risk, and we're going to go with the husbandry. Because chariots is an iconic unit of the Egyptians, and a very strong one at that. So we certainly want those to be available. Okay, looking like a finished turn to me. And one more turn, then we're going to have that settler. Inspired by nature. Ah, that's a beautiful picture there. Look at that. Duke Tutmosis has been sneaking off into the wild after class each day and has been inspired by nature. I would too if I had that nature in my front door. What advice should we give his budding soul? Be as fierce as the lion defending the cubs. There are many other... You know what? This is just funny to me. We're sitting there in our cushion throne and then he's off there learning tactics. And we probably send a servant there. Tell our son to be fierce like a lion. And probably that feels like a royal advice that we're giving. But it's really just mouthing off. Anyway. There are many other mysteries to see in the world. He becomes exploring. What is that? Cannot marry, cannot have children, cannot be governor general. Or in the council. And he just goes off in the world. Yeah, certainly not. The hills inspire us all. He becomes a Highlander. That doesn't seem... Yeah, this here seems the most royal thing to do. We'll just give him some smart-ass advice, some backseat driving, you know. Be fierce. Go out there, show him, my son. Ah, that felt good. He's gonna grow on... Okay, I'm probably enjoying this too much. And it's taking up time that we could spend otherwise. Is it worth guarding this for a turn or two? It probably is. These Carthaginians... Yeah, I don't trust them. We're gonna sleep on this site. Just to make sure. Alright, and then we can move our scout. There's nothing else to do, right? The settler's not out. These guys are building. All's right with the world. Ooh. Ooh-hoo-hoo. You're the first to discover the landmark. What will you name it? Tifernus River. Okay, we have a nice barbarian camp here that we need to smoke out. And then we have a silver mine. I was initially aiming for this one here, getting the gold mine. But hey, I'll settle for silver. That is, oh! Or as Polly would say, oh! Gold mine over here. Anyway, I think The Sopranos is now old people stuff, right? Nobody watched that anymore. Because it's 2006 or so. Gosh, 14 years, man. Time really flies, but I still love the show. I think I watched it twice in its entirety. Right, I'm not forgetting anything. No. We can end the year. And we shall. There we go. Now we got the settler. Go forth, my settler. Be strong like a lion defending her cubs. Let's see which settlement we want. Oh, we are not even remotely close to getting those horses. Jesus Christ. Not even remotely. So which site we're gonna pick? I think the one that gives us most... Yeah, this one here seems good. Can we force march you there? Yeah, probably we'll wait a turn. Probably doesn't make any sense. Here's the Carthaginian scout. Get the work in one turn, which is great. That's going to help us build up that city up there. But after that, we'll want slingers. We'll want another settler though. Can we sneak in that farmer specialist? Plus 2.8. Hang on, we'll make 14 a turn. We need 100 for this guy, so that's gonna be 9, yeah. That's not gonna help us too much. It's gonna help a bit though. And with the science output. I'm gonna queue up a settler though, trusting that we might actually be able to clear this here. There's a marauder and a skirmisher there, not much else. Let's see if we can come around this mountain. And I'm not gonna start singing the song in case anybody was scared. Okay, so there's that. Currently we're really good with our orders. I mean, I don't feel like anybody's missing out on those. I think we could probably already move these guys toward the barbarians, and we're gonna try. So there we go. Just to make efficient use of our orders. We don't really need the money early on. We have no real use for it, except these events. So we're gonna burn the orders when we can. And there we go. Let us settle the city. Now, we could settle another landowner city. We skip the family seat. It's going to give us +4 and rest. But it's going to be connected here. Though we don't need the connection because we have a river connection. So that is already connected, yeah. That will already be connected. So we don't need that. So we could go with a different city. Can't afford the clerics just yet. I think we go with the Ramsaid seed to build our military up. Does make sense because there's horses next to it, even though we can't really reach them yet. Can't barely see those city borders there, but yeah, we probably won't be able to reach them. It's a weird seed for them because it's growth oriented. We could go with the Tutmosis seed, but unlocks inquiry. Oh, that's just a civic project. Yeah, that's really not helping us. We need a military. It's not the best seed for them, and the location is not the best, but we gotta make do with what we have. We need to buy 2 tiles to get to this. We get a couple more river tiles. But yeah, I think this here is the seat. Okay, Ramside seat. We are now known as the settler. And hey, there's a nice little extra resource there. And we get a scout. Great. I don't need to build anything here except warriors and slingers, and that is what we shall do. Slinger here, I think. Yep. We'll start building that. And our worker is ready. Very good. Hang on, we have 7 orders. We have 2 scouts we can move and 1 military unit. But the most important here is that we build up this new city. So what do we want there? We can barely reach it anyway. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can barely reach the city here. So it doesn't matter too much. How many orders to reach the... So we can come up here. Now let's bring you here. Hopefully that will prompt them to come out and fight. Okay, and I'm gonna bring the worker up to there. We could then, let's see what we could do. We can start mines somewhere here, not really relevant though. Can build a fort, not relevant. No, we want the farms. We want the growth. Yeah, so this turn, nothing for you to do. Who else? We have a couple decisions. Eager for combat. Officers at the Academy of Tactics report that Tutmosis seems restless, unhappy with the lessons and theoretical maneuvers. One day you receive a message from him. It's not a request so much as an order. Send me to be with my fellow troops. That is where I belong. Not here with wastrels and cowards. Finish your study and he will talk. Put that energy in training. He'll become strict. Which will make him meh. I cannot stand in the way of such zeal. He becomes a soldier. Plus 10. I mean, we don't need those global training rate points. We need them in the cities. Though a general, I mean, that is pretty good. Can boost the stats of a unit, must be younger than whatever. Plus 20%. That is pretty good. Tactics student. He will become what? How old are you? You're 15. Oh man, that is so young. He dislikes us already. Would this be a way to gain some favor? Yes, it would. So he would like us. And he can prove himself. And 15 is just barely that age where you could have that strength. I think we're gonna take up on his ambition. And we'll make him a general. So now he's available. He's gonna lead that slinger unit, even though it's gonna take some minute, but philosophy studies. Now that Princess Neferure has completed her study of philosophy, how shall she contribute to court? Well, since she's going to be a ruler, the best way to learn that, I think, is going to be a judge. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. So you're going to be a judge. Don't even need to look at the stats there. That just makes the most sense to me. Could we come here and attack? We could force march them and attack already. But we don't have the orders for it. Yeah, we'll have to wait here. Okay, we got another builder is finished. That's great. 7 years for the settler to come online. And now we can build a stone cutter and we're going to gain that stone that we spent back. It's probably the way to go. After that. For now though, we really need a new settler. Okay, so we built this. What else can we get? We could build another one of these crazy farms. That's going to give us another 2 growth. We could build mines, but that's going to be in the... Nah, not really. Not really. We're going to need to buy out these tiles here. For some... yeah, we're going to go with... We can't afford the pyramids, and we don't have the orders to build anything anymore. Cool. Or not so cool. Alright, so now the orders are already a problem. So we have 2 idle scouts we couldn't move. We have 1 idle warrior. We can't move far enough. We have a worker, 2 workers actually, that can't act. So orders are a thing. We need them, and we need lots of them. Okay. So we could get ourselves the granary, which I think is going to be... It's going to be great. But let's first view the Odeon. Gonna get ourselves... Yeah. We're gonna definitely go for the hamlet, because that's gonna lead to forestry. Where's the... Or the... oh, no, but that takes a while, right? So it's either the polis, which will give us the hamlet that we don't really need, but then can lead to forestry, which we definitely need. Or we will go with the administration. Exploration epics, not really necessary. currently. Can't probably afford. That requires 200 to 120, 80. Currently we're making 20 a turn. Yeah, that's ridiculous. We can't get forestry. So we're going to go with more growth and get the administration there. Wise investments. Your daughter, Princess Neferu, is barely able to contain her excitement. She made several wise business investments with city merchants, and her profits far exceed expectations. Wanting to please you, she now asks how she could use that windfall. Our cities overflow with the poor and hungry. She'll become gracious. Or she can become greedy. Lose some charisma. I mean, we do have the money. We really don't need that. And it's gonna... Not so much that I care about the poor and hungry. I mean, in Egypt, people were expendable, especially the common folk. But we do care for her status amongst the people. She's our only heir currently. Our son still isn't on great terms with us. He owes us a favor now, but... So, it's like you do good and you'll be seen doing it. And so we'll, in that sense, we'll spend the money, raise our profile. Okay, so now it's time to bash some barbarians over here. Not sure if we can take on both of those. But there's no way for us to buy out the slinger. Yeah, that's really... We need some military buildings that we can build, but we can't. We got 12 orders. Oh, we can choose an ambition. Clear 3 tribal sites. Control 10 population. How's the family favor currently? Well, they're both kind of neutral about us. So we go with the one that is easier to fulfill, and clearing 3 tribal sites is going to be very hard. Just because the AI probably beats us to it. So we'll control 10 population. That should be doable. Right. Okay, who can we order around? We got workers, so you will build a farm, so we get more... Oh, we'll also get some forest for clearing this, right? No, it'll cost us 20 wood. Okay. But it's gonna make this city's growth rate ridiculous. Next thing, we have you here. And you probably want to build a mine somewhere. We are losing iron a little bit already. Units do cost us iron. So you'll go on that hill and build us a mine. There you go. Alright, so now we still have 2 scouts and 5 orders. I want to know what's on this entrance here. Great. Okay, so that is kind of protected there. And then we can go for this. Strange scroll. Sealed within a musty tomb, surrounded by strange signs and sigils, our scout discovered an ancient but surprisingly well-preserved scroll. Thinking this unsettling, they bring it to you for judgment. While the writing is in an unknown language, it's oddly simple. It feels as if you could quickly learn if you devoted some time to the task. Study and learn the secrets. We'll get some extra charisma. Find someone to decipher. Destroy it. I think we'll find someone to decipher. Hatshepsut is not really... She's disciplined. She's a builder. She's not gonna hunker down and do some fun little deciphering. I'm gonna hire somebody to do it. Welcome to court. Menakura the scientist. Very fashionable hat there. And we got a second barbarian camp. Awesome. Okay, let's move the other scout, because there's another thing we didn't discover yet, and we can just reach it. Elderly couple. Our explorers come across a group of people inhabiting the ruins, led by an elderly couple. The couple claimed that they were once the chief scribe and head priestess of the great sacked city. They ask you for your help. What do you have us do? Stay and help them reconstruct. We become gracious or pick up their leaders. That's a no-brainer. Their leaders are more valuable to us. Could lead to future events. That's... First we get extra civic points, which is great. Second, we get tech, which is awesome. And third, we get future possible events, which is more fun. So, there we go. Cool. Alright, that'll do us for the episode, guys. We're a little bit over the time, but I did want to finish these movements, so we see what's in the ruins. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and see you around.